Barbara. Well, my story actually goes way back to when I was a teenager. And it started with deep, dark periods of just feeling so low and so worthless and so isolated and not worthwhile that I really didn't want to live. And then they were followed by these very long periods of time where I had all kinds of elated energy and was running, doing all kinds of things and not sleeping very much, and then crashing down into these long, 18-month long periods of time of feeling depressed and wanting to, anytime anything happened that was problematic, I wanted to not live anymore. And this cycle just kept happening all through my life. My mother, who was a really chronic alcoholic, one day blurted out to me that my grandfather had committed suicide. It was crushing to me. I cherished the guy, and to learn that he had committed suicide was crushing to me. Finally, 3 years ago, after a long depression, where over 2 years I had 3 jobs, I finally just stopped working and sat in a chair for a long period of time for almost 12 months, and finally decided one day, today's the day, I'm going to do it. And I took a lot of pills and went to bed, and the next day the paramedics could not revive me. The emergency room, much to my chagrin, did revive me, and I survived it. But the interesting thing is that from that I started learning about what was going on, and I learned a lot about myself, and I learned how to get some help, and I discovered some hope. I discovered that things can get better, and that there is an opportunity for things to get better, and that I needed to change things, and that I needed to assume responsibility for myself, and that I needed to learn things for myself, about myself, and learn how to help myself, and that I needed to advocate for myself, that I just didn't have to listen to what people told me, but I had to advocate for myself once I learned these things. And I needed to get a support system. I'd been lying to everybody all my life. I had kept this all inside of me all of my life. I had isolated myself all of my life about this. And I learned that it was time to develop a support system. I'd had a partner for 15 years, and he was blown away. He didn't even have a clue that this was happening. We had to get couples counseling. We really did. I mean, we were so far apart. He didn't know what was happening. And so it really was important for me. And the amazing thing is that here it is 3.5 years later, and I'm back to working part-time. I'm back to a stress-free life. I'm back to balance in my life. I'm back to no longer seeing these deep, dark periods of depression, and no longer having these great, huge highs. I'm not fearful. It's a pleasant world for me now. So I really do see recovery. I see that I'm on that road of recovery, and I see that I've moved away from it. So there is hope. You can move away from it. And thank goodness I was not successful.
Yeah. Well, thank you.